Hey there, welcome back to Walk with Neil, a video series. We're on my daily walk today in Pennsylvania with occasional deer. I unpack real world tech strategy and how it can help you run your business better. Today, we're talking about one of the most valuable and possibly lowest hanging fruit for AI, automated note taking. If you haven't explored this, you're probably missing out. Taking notes is one of the earliest applications for AI, and now there are loads of options out there for you. And while it might seem simple, the truth is AI note taking is a subtle value add to your operations. You're probably leaking productivity without even realizing it. On the other side of this, selecting the wrong tool might not deliver the value you're expecting, and it may not work in the ways your team actually needs it to. I thought it would be a good idea to give you a few tips on how you can best evaluate the right solution for your company. I'm Neil Bhay. I help companies scale smarter with clearer systems and strategies that match where they need to go. In this video, I'm going to cover 6 topics for you. I'll cover potential use cases for AI note taking, the available options out there, tips on rollout and privacy considerations, common trade-offs, and lastly, my favorite tools. Your business, and frankly, any business, runs on meetings. If everyone in the meeting forgets what happened or no one took notes or next steps, you may as well have sat in your office having a conversation with yourself. First, let's talk about some potential use cases of where these tools could actually shine. Starting with general meetings. These are great for AI notes. Sometimes people walk out of the meeting and ask, wait, what did we decide in that meeting? Or worse, what just happened in that meeting? With AI, you obviously get detailed notes, but sometimes you can even get assessments of what went wrong or right in that meeting straight from the AI. Another great use case is sales calls. Salespeople don't want to be taking notes while building relationships. AI would let your sales team stay engaged while still capturing everything important for that client. And last use case I'll give you. Now, we've all been late for meetings. The previous meeting just went over and you joined the next meeting late, and everyone's already passionately engaged in whatever they're talking about. With real-time AI, you can simply ask, what did I miss? And boom, AI will give you an instant summary. Let's break down the different options out there. First, there are platform native tools that we all know, like Zoom's AI Companion or Microsoft Copilot. And they're great if you live inside one platform, but they don't follow you across Zoom, Teams, and Google Meets. So if you work across all 3, you're out of luck. Second, there are tons of other vendor-based tools like Otter or Krisp with a K, which require a separate install of an app or plugin. And they may work across all instances of the big 3's walled garden. Vendors like Otter, they use bots to join the call. If you've used these tools, you're probably familiar with that model. A different take on AI note taking is found with vendors like Krisp. Krisp records from your system audio. No bots needed. These work across platforms, which is awesome, but bots can feel a little weird. Finally, there are hardware-based tools like Apple Intelligence. You can record a voice memo and it generates a great summary on that transcript right there on your device. And it's secure. It seems perfect for in-person meetings. Across the board, you want to be validating the note quality that you get from any of these tools. Now, let's talk about the real trade-offs. As hybrid or in-person office meetings start becoming more and more prevalent, the problem with a lot of these AI tools is that they assume that you're going to be on Zoom or Teams. That may still work in some cases, but as we go hybrid, a lot of important conversations are happening off the grid. So you want a solution that can possibly work there too. Bot-based tools work anywhere, but they can feel invasive. One example I can give you is one test I ran with my previous IT team. 7 people showed up to a meeting, and guess what? 7 bots joined too. Everyone had their own note-taking bot. It was messy. Platform native tools like Copilot are great, but they're expensive at scale. If you're using Microsoft 365, it's about $30 per user per month, and that can add up really fast. So maybe you don't want to roll this out to the whole company. Maybe just for project managers or product managers or execs who really need it. Apple Intelligence is great for capturing in-person meetings, but you'll need newer Mac hardware to use it. Not necessarily in everyone's inventory. And of course, privacy matters. Let's not forget privacy. For legal purposes, I'll point out I'm not a lawyer. My parents probably wanted me to be one, but you'll want to make sure your legal team signs off on any AI tool you implement. The basics on privacy are that some states require just one party consent to record a meeting, and others, like California, require everyone on the call to know. Even if your AI tool isn't saving audio or video and just transcribing, while you might think that's akin to manual note taking, it's still processing speech electronically to create a transcript in real time. That can count as recording under privacy laws. The good news is that some tools let you automatically notify participants that transcription is happening. And also important is to verify that they're not using your data to train their AI models. Some vendors will let you opt out of having your data used to train their AI models. This is critical if you're handling personal or proprietary information. My advice, always disclose, always check your settings, and train your team on the rules. So lastly, what do I prefer? For internal team meetings, I like Microsoft Copilot. The real-time catch-me-up stuff is super helpful, but cross-meeting search and making notes public to the attendees thus far seems lacking. For cross-platform calls, I've fallen in love with Krisp because it's agnostic. It works across Zoom, Teams, and Google Meets. And it doesn't rely on bots except in mobile situations. And it has a really tight interface for next step tracking across your meetings. For hybrid or in-person meetings, I'd suggest Apple Voice Memos in Notes. I'd also recommend running Apple's transcript through ChatGPT to get better quality notes. It's a few extra hoops to jump through, but it is way better output. If you're thinking about rolling out a standard AI note-taking tool across your company, feel free to reach out and ask me questions. It's a topic I love, and I've helped my former team run side-by-side evaluations that consider price, privacy, and real workflows. I'd love to hear what's working for you. Drop your favorite AI note-taking tool in the comments and tell me why it's your favorite. And again, I'm Neil Bhay, and this has been Walk with Neil. Thanks for joining me, and like, share, and comment on any topics you'd like to hear about in the future, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks.